Hey guys, it's Vince. Today in this video, I'm excited to release the REV2 version of my very popular 16.3 double shielded cable. Now, for anyone once again getting involved with robotic genre as far as CNC robotics, 16.3 means 16 gauge, 3 lead. And again, as we dissect this cable forensically, you can see what we've got here. We've got a black lead, a white lead, and a green lead. And of course, in my first REV version of the cable, it had arbitrary lead colors. We went with a more standardized color code set, which you typically find in the US. And of course, we changed over from using tin actual leads to using bare copper. And you can see that right there. I'm just going to move those yarn separators out of the way. And you can definitely see these cables are, the conductors are full copper conductor. The other variable that we changed, of course, is I took over some of the feature set from the DS Flexion cable and I went over to this cable. Now this cable is not ultra flex like the DS Flexion, however, it is extremely flexible, carrying an MBR rating of 2.6 inches. The exterior diameter of the cable is 8.5 millimeters. Now it does have the yarn separators. You can see how they are integrated into the cable. These are very fine, and it does definitively increase the longevity of the cable. So once again, we went with that version. And of course, we have our trusty tin braided copper first layer shield, mylar foil second layer shield for maximum EMI protection, and also our shield drain has been now fully installed in this cable, where I was getting a lot of questions on how do I actually terminate a tin braid. And again, this makes actual draining much easier. I will be selling this cable by itself. I'm also selling it in VFD power cable kits. One of the biggest questions I get asked, what cable do I use to power my VFD? And I'm not talking about the cable running to your spindle. That is a 16.4 double shielded cable. I'm talking about the power cable that powers from the wall outlet to your VFD, and it typically is attached to a switch so you can cycle it on and off. This is the cable for that application. You can also use this cable for many other applications. I have a lot of clients in audio that use it. It's an excellent general power cable. And again, I have a spool of it right here. This is a 10-foot spool. And once again, when I say that the quality of the cable is where it should be, this has actually got my company name on it, as well as carrying a UL 2586 rating. You can see that right on the cable itself. So again, very high quality cable. Again, all conductors are full copper core. So as far as EMI mitigation, it does not get any better than this. With both shields on this cable, again, you do have high and low frequency mitigation. So if you're looking for bulletproof signals, guys, this is the cable of choice. The actual price on this went up very little for the amount of work it saves with dealing with the tin braided copper and having to actually terminate that versus doing a shield drain, which is much faster. I once again will be selling this in various lengths depending on my client's need. If you guys have special requirements where you need a spindle cable, and now I'm talking about the spindle cable that actually powers from the VFD to the actual spindle, I can put together a package with this cable also with the cable that's actually powering your spindle from the VFD. So you'd have both the VFD power cable from the wall outlet to the VFD, and then the VFD power cable to the spindle, which is coming once again from the VFD to power the actual spindle itself. Again, trying to keep the prices extremely competitive. This is not a cheap endeavor, especially when we're dealing with full copper cable. And again, all of our shield right here, that tin braid is copper. So again, you can see exactly how that goes around the cable. It is really beautiful. And again, the whole idea here is stability. We want that robot to be as stable as possible, regardless of it being a hobby robot, regardless of being commercial grade, whatever it is. Everybody wants accuracy. There's no point in you working with a robot. So again, guys, I hope that this video has been helpful. If you guys have questions, require quotes, consultations, whatever it may be, you'll see my contact information beginning of the video and at the end. It's storm2313@gmail.com. You can also message me through my eBay store. I thank you all for your support, and to all my clients who've been supporting me and waiting for this to come out, I really appreciate your patience. Thank you all. Take care.